Do you ever feel like your impulses are controlling you instead of the other way around?
Like you're constantly pulled in 1,000 directions by distractions, cravings, and the endless scroll.
On Hidden Samurai Code, we ray unlocking the ancient discipline of the Spartans, a brutal system forged in the fires of conflict to build unbreakable self-control. Today, you'll learn how to conquer procrastination, master your urges, and develop a will of iron that simply refuses to break.
This isn't just about resisting temptation.
It's about forging a new version of yourself, one who is in complete command.
Our modern world is an engine of distraction.
Every notification, every ad, every new shiny object is designed to steal your focus and keep you hooked.
We live in an age of instant gratification, where discipline is seen as old-fashioned, even punishing.
But the Spartans knew a profound secret. Discipline isn't a punishment, it's a weapon. For them, self-control was the difference between victory and death, order and chaos. They didn't just hope for discipline, they trained for it relentlessly, day in and day out.
They understood that the man who can conquer himself can conquer anything. Today, we're going to dive deep into their methods, adapting their ancient wisdom to help you master the battles of modern life. It's time to stop being a slave to your impulses and start training like a warrior.
At the heart of Spartan discipline was a brutal and brilliant system known as the Agoge. From the age of 7, Spartan boys were removed from their homes and entered a state-sponsored training regimen designed to forge them into elite soldiers and citizens.
The core principle was simple yet profound: build resilience through controlled discomfort.
The Spartans believed that a life of ease creates a soft mind and a weak will.
By intentionally and systematically introducing hardship, they were inoculating themselves against future struggles. They weren't just enduring pain,
they were weaponizing it.
This Agoge mindset is something we can all apply.
The idea is that small, manageable doses of stress and discomfort build a bigger capacity for strength later on.
When you consistently step outside your comfort zone in small ways, the bigger challenges of life become less intimidating.
You're essentially training your nervous system to handle pressure without breaking.
So, how do you start? Begin with something uncomfortable every single day.
It doesn't have to be monumental. It could be taking a cold shower for 30 seconds.
It could be doing a workout when you feel tired. It could be finally making that phone call you've been dreading.
Each time you choose the harder path, you cast a vote for a more disciplined version of yourself.
You're proving to your own mind that you are in control, not your fleeting feelings of discomfort. This isn't about self-punishment.
It's about self-creation. You're building what the Spartans called grit, the ability to persevere when things get tough.
Every small act of controlled discomfort is a deposit into your bank of mental toughness.
Over time, these deposits compound, creating a level of resilience you never thought possible. The next pillar of Spartan discipline is a radical commitment to simplicity over comfort. The Spartans lived an austere life by design.
They wore simple clothing, ate basic, functional meals, and slept on hard beds. This wasn't because they couldn't afford more. It was a strategic choice. They understood a powerful truth. The more comforts you have, the more you have to lose, and the weaker your self-command becomes. Every luxury, every convenience can become a chain, binding you to your appetites and softening your resolve.
When your life is cluttered with non-essentials, your mind becomes cluttered too. In our world, this principle is more relevant than ever. We're drowning in digital noise, endless entertainment options, and hyper-palatable foods designed to be addictive.
To build Spartan self-control, you must consciously reduce this noise.
This is about more than just decluttering your physical space. It's about decluttering your mind. Start by identifying your biggest sources of comfort traps. Is it mindless social media scrolling? Is it reaching for sugary snacks when you're bored?
Is it binge-watching shows for hours on end?
Choose one and begin to scale it back.
Replace that habit with something intentional and focused. Instead of scrolling, read a book. Instead of snacking, go for a walk. This isn't about deprivation.
It's about liberation. Minimalism, in this context, isn't just about owning fewer things. It's about strengthening your focus.
By removing the non-essential, you create space for what truly matters.
You train your brain to find satisfaction in achievement and purpose, not just fleeting pleasure.
A simple life builds a strong mind, one that isn't easily swayed by the next dopamine hit. It's a mind that can command itself.
One of the most powerful and perhaps most challenging aspects of the Spartan Code was the elevation of duty over emotion. A Spartan warrior acted based on his duty to his comrades, his city, and his code, not on how he felt on any given day. Whether he was tired, scared, or unmotivated was irrelevant.
The mission came first.
This unwavering commitment to duty is what made their phalanx, their battle formation, virtually unbreakable. Each man knew the man next to him would hold the line, no matter what.
We can translate this powerful concept into our own lives by defining our duty. Your duty isn't some grand abstract concept.
It's the commitments you've made to yourself and others.
It's your goals, your responsibilities, your promises.
The key is to learn to act in alignment with your duty, regardless of your mood swings. Emotions are fleeting and unreliable guides for action. Motivation comes and goes. Inspiration is a fickle friend.
But duty is a rock. To put this into practice, define one daily non-negotiable.
This is your personal duty for the day. It could be your workout.
It could be writing 1,000 words. It could be spending 1 hour of focused, deep work on your most important project.
You do it, period. This task is non-negotiable.
Then if you're tired,
even if you don't feel like it, even if a million other things are calling for your attention,
by consistently following through, you are training your brain to understand that your commitments are more powerful than your feelings. You are forging an identity as someone who does what they say they will do.
This is the essence of integrity and the foundation of unbreakable self-control. A critical skill taught in the Agoge was the ability to train a response, not an impulse. The Spartans were masters of emotional regulation, not because they were emotionless robots, but because they drilled the practice of pausing before acting. In the heat of battle, an impulsive decision could mean death for an entire unit.
They had to be calm, collected, and strategic, even when their hearts were pounding and adrenaline was coursing through their veins. They understood that true power lies in the space between a stimulus and a response.
This is a skill we desperately need today. Our impulses are constantly being triggered: the urge to check our phone, to lash out in an argument, to choose the easy way out.
Self-control isn't about never feeling these urges.
It's about mastering the moment when they arise. The technique is deceptively simple. When you feel a strong impulse, pause. Just for a second, take a single deep breath.
This tiny gap is where you reclaim your power. In that moment of pause, you interrupt an automatic, reflexive part of your brain and engage the deliberate, rational part. You give yourself the chance to choose your response, instead of being a victim of your reaction.
Breathe, wait, then decide. Is this action aligned with my duty? Is it moving me closer to my goals? Or is it just a fleeting desire that I'll regret later?
By practicing this micro pause throughout your day, you begin to rewire your brain. You are no longer a puppet of your impulses. You are the one pulling the strings.
You are mastering the moment, and in doing so, you are mastering yourself. Ultimately, Spartan discipline wasn't just a set of actions.
It was about forging an identity. A boy who entered the Agoge didn't just learn to fight.
He became a Spartan. The relentless training, the shared hardship, the unwavering commitment to the code, all of it was designed to fundamentally change who he was at his core.
Discipline, when practiced consistently, ceases to be something you do and becomes part of who you are.
This is the final and most profound stage of building self-control. Your identity is shaped by your repeated actions.
Every time you choose duty over emotion, simplicity over comfort, and a trained response over a raw impulse, you are casting a vote for a new identity.
You are no longer the person trying to be disciplined.
You are simply a disciplined person.
Start seeing yourself as the person who follows through. When faced with a choice, ask yourself, then do that.
What would a person with unbreakable self-control do right now?
This isn't about faking it till you make it. It's about acting your way into a new belief system.
The more you act in accordance with your desired identity, the more your brain will accept it as reality.
Your self-perception begins to shift.
And when your identity is that of a disciplined, resilient individual, confidence becomes inevitable.
It's not an arrogant confidence, but a quiet, unshakable self-assurance that comes from knowing you can rely on yourself. Your impulses are not your master unless you let them be. The path of Spartan discipline is not easy, but it is a path to true freedom. It's the freedom from your own weaknesses, your own distractions, and your own self-doubt. By applying these principles daily, embracing controlled discomfort, choosing simplicity, acting on duty, mastering the pause, and forging a new identity, you can watch your willpower evolve from something fragile into something truly unbreakable. This is the ancient wisdom of the warriors, fused with the power you need to conquer the challenges of the modern world.
If this awakened something in you, if you felt a spark of the warrior spirit, then like, comment, and subscribe for more ancient wisdom fused with modern power.
Now, I have a question for you.
What is the one thing you will apply Spartan discipline to this week?
What is your non-negotiable? Comment below and commit to it. Let's forge our discipline together.